Here we go, here we go. 180. 180, hot. Hot. Let's get set. Hot. Here we go. Hot. Here we go. 180. Hot. Here we go. Hot.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. Here they come, led out by their rookie quarterback out of the University of Illinois.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Burrow. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Look there at the first quarter numbers. And now trying to add to those as this next drive begins with 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. 180. Stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
11, Thomas.
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The line of scrimmage.
Third down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Whoa. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Ravens' 39-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Stop.
Now, Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
See the numbers here in the first half, and now time to build on those as this drive begins with 1st down.
Here we go.
Skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
The tackle by Trenton Simpson.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
The 26-yard line.
Hey, Cam. Stop.
Here's a toss, right side. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
1-1. Ready?
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
And the Bengals 1st
12.
down.
Here we go.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Malachi starts on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Finished off their previous drive with a touchdown run. Try to repeat that this time around. His team starts first down.
Let's get set.
Now Burrow going to do this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 80 yards! Touchdown, Cincinnati! And he can... The Bengals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
On 1. Ready? Here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard
Here we go. Here we
line.
go.
Now give on the ground. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down.
Gun.
Burrow now. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's catch number 40 on the season for him. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll turn and hand this one off. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss,
Here we go.
but it still stopped for no gain.
180. 180.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
He's across midfield. And he is out of bounds. Marking at the 25. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
On 1, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Right it.
Here's a run.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
They'll go with him again.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Off the read, here's Burrow. And he will take it in himself. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike. And to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open.
Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Stop. Stop.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here we go. 11 MT. Shot.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
1-1, ready?
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
Gun.
and 7
Dot.
at the 47-yard line.
Can. Dot.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right 80.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Right 80.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down right at
The
line.
3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Here we go. Stop.
They go play action for Burrow. They get 18 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
Here we go. Hey, can.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Stop.
Now a handoff, running right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss
Last
of 2.
play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Four-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And this game is not a done deal just yet. Still have 3 timeouts in the defense. Now, if there's 1 first down, it seals the deal. But there is still a chance for the defense to get the ball back. Now a give up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
Let's get set. Wide 80. Wide hot.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year.
Football League.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime. On one side, Zach Taylor, who got his NFL start with the Dolphins as a quarterback coach under Joe Philbin. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His team fell on the... Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. Here they come, led out by their rookie quarterback out of the University of Illinois.
They find themselves coming off. A win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down. Because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game.
Bengals offense ready for their second possession. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on fourth down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every position you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on fourth down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on fourth down. They knew they were going for it on fourth down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So first down, second down, third down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need fourth down, I had it, so I don't need to get it all on second, all on third. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and the players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
11, Thomas. Here we go.
Going back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
Here's a toss, right side.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
Here we go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's into space past the 25. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
Gain of 19 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Gun.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
He was taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
That one taken in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cincinnati.
That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Now,
Bengals offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On first down, Burrow. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
this is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here we go. Stop.
One final throw before the break. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And the Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 7.
On the toss, they'll run. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
Burrow to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now a run, and that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down? Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the toss as they look to run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better.
It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to build on the lead as they begin here in the final moments of this third quarter.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What's your set? 180.
On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Up the middle they go. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Travel start on the ground. Oh, that's not going to work out. That's all. That is a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Try to stretch it out. Can't get there, and it's going to cost them. Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 1st down will essentially end the game.
Guns.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Burrow working in the pistol. To the left side. Caught by Chase. Inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers on. This one, a win for the visiting Bengals. That was a game that was in doubt till the very end. But they were able to hold on and come away with the victory.
It's on to a new week for Cincinnati, and next on the schedule are the Cardinals. They'll be running right into the blitz. Not an enviable task, but one they can exploit.
Here we go. Can. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Gun. Dot. Here we go. Dot. It's just set. Dot. Here we go. Dot.
That's the team we're gonna cheer. Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitors' sideline, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. His guys just 2-4 in their last 6 games. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His team... Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
Nice run on first down, leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
We'll try the right side this time, and he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Gun.
At the 19-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now, Burrow. He's looking for room on the end. But could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
The Bengals offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Whoa. Ooh. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, right 80.
They'll stick with him again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry. Here's 1st and 10.
12. Here we go.
And he ran right through 1 tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now give on the ground.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Right 80.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get an even 20 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
On 2, ready?
2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now a give up the middle. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
Burrow. And he's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly.
Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this 1st half. This one, deep downfield for Chase. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie.
Here we go.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
On 2.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league. and it results in a negative play.
Third, they need 8.
Here we go.
Burrow now. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the Bengals are looking at a first and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Gun.
Now Burrow gonna do this himself. He will do it himself. He's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Got.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. That's to his tight end, Eric Hall. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and
An
inches.
enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
180. Got.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will keep the drive moving. He gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game.
Here we go. Got.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Stop.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
So, 2 minutes to
It's
play in a
3rd
back and
1.
forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
The 45-yard line.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first? Down and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here we go. 11 MT. 180. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd and 2.
Let's get set. 180. 180. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop. Stop.
They go play action for Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd
Here we go.
and 8 at the 32-yard
Hey,
line.
can. Stop.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd
On one, right?
3rd and 6.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Back to throw. Burrow. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
The Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
2nd down.
On one, ready?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Guns. Stop.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
At the 28-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were.
Here we go.
It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Just set. Stop.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop.
That's a gain of 3. Now
3rd and 5.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's in! Touchdown, Cincinnati. That touchdown number 30 on the year. One shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
Here.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not Something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here we go.
A run now on second down. A big hole. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. He had a touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. And that rushing touchdown number 28 on the year. A remarkable number. He draws level with the Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson, for the most rushing TDs in an NFL season. Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Eric Hendricks in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second down.
Gun.
At the 16-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2, ready?
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Now we see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second down and 6.
Here we go.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing me.
Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed as they have the advantage here in the fourth.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Gun. Dot. Dot. Wide eight.
Here's a toss as they look to run. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
Up the middle they go. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
From the
and
42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get this set. Dot.
Now a handoff running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take him down for a loss.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the ground they go, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard. Brings
Here we go.
up 2nd down. At the 43-yard line.
Here's a run going left. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
This one in the win column for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.
The Bengals game is over, but his work isn't done yet. After a full season of playing together as a group, it's time to take stock of what this team has become since Week 1.
Gun, gun. Dot. Big 13. Big 13. Dot. Here we go, here we go. Dot. 180. Dot. Let's get set. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Here we go, here we go. Dot. Gun, gun. Dot. Here we go, here we go. Dot. Let's get set. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Here we go. 180. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Here we go, here we go. Dot. Gun, gun. Dot. Here we go, here we go. Dot. Let's get set. Dot. Here we go. Dot.
That's the team we're gonna cheer.
Well, the Midwestern snows have come to Southern Ohio, and we are in for a chilly afternoon of football at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Browns sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys hoping to close out the season on a high note, just 2 wins on the year, hoping to make it. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback from the University of Illinois.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense anymore?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Brings up third
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
On the coverage.
Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along.
Come on, ready? Here we go. Can.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is speed. If he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And that touchdown is going to establish a new record. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year, bettering the 28 of Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson of the Chargers back in 2006. Bengals offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
On one, ready?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they've shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused. And some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Gun.
Oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your...
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units.
And a loose fumble. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 43.
Here's a give up the middle. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And great effort. I mean, does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Bengals going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless They can get something on the board here before intermission. Now it's Burrow. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for Cincinnati score. Big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And he is in the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Okay, Scott, thank you. And you see it there, whiteout conditions remaining in effect as we are back for the second half. The Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of a yard brings up second down.
Hey, can. Stop.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
That's good for Bengals. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Right back to him on first down. 177 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Now a short one to Gesicki. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
180. Raise up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Bust through the tackle. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Simmons on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Behind. 180. Behind.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
At the 34-yard line.
Gun. Behind. 180. Behind.
Now they try the right side here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 180.
Shoves him aside. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
firing quickly, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That second down play nets a -4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Able to find Higgins. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Burrow. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 37.
To throw, Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So for Cleveland, it will end here on a slightly positive note with a victory, but there weren't many other positives in a season that saw them finish 3-14. And they will enter this offseason with more
Reaching the playoffs has brought a spark to their building, a new energy and hope. Whether that spark grows or fizzles out completely hinges on their first-round game.